Hi, I'm Jane Davenport. I'm a mixed media artist and I'm really excited about all of my new collection that I would love to share with you. I'm here at Creativation. I've been talking to people all day and I've been making art all day. So, what am I going to show you first? Okay, I'm going to start with this. This is the Making Faces collection, or part of it that I have here. So these are the palette pastels. And I love them so much. They open like a little journal and you can nest them. I've designed them so that you can nest them, usually with pastels, which is such a fun, easy product for people to start art with. They take up too much room and they make a lot of mess. So I wanted to have the magic of pastels, but in a way that is easy for people to have on their art table with them and to create with. So you can just have one set at a time, or you can nest all 4 sets. So they're a really, really, really fine pressed pigment that magically sticks to paper rather than having to work on a pastel paper or a rough ground. I love art journaling and I don't want to always work with rough papers. I'm going to work with whatever paper I want to. So I've designed these so that I can do that. I'm going to show you the different ways you can apply them. So the first way is you can just use them with your fingers. So that gives a certain type of look. I'm just going to pull this little one out of here just so I can show you. And on different papers it's going to look a little different. The next way to apply them is with the baton blenders. So these look like eyeshadow applicators. They've got a different type of little tip. And this is what they look like. This is the most intense way of applying the palette pastels. Remembering this is just a smooth paper. Then the other way of doing that, oh, I don't want to stop. Stop it, Jane. Keep moving. Okay. These are the little blend-ins. They're looking very pastel-y at the moment. They're all different densities. They look like makeup sponges, but they're magical. This one is the hardest. And this one is the softest. You can wash these. When you wash them, they expand and then they contract again. You can do a dry change, which I'm going to have to find a little space somewhere on here. So a dry change just means I'm going to just knock off some of the pastel and just apply some, just so I can show you how pretty this is for a kiss of colour on the cheeks. So I've got some of my Matchmaker paint here, which is like a foundation, but you don't actually put this on your face. This is for your paintings. It's got the base, face base, which is a mid-tone, and then you've got the lightening and darkening drops, so that you can mix any beautiful skin tone that you like. Mixing skin tones can be quite difficult for people that are just starting out and for people that have been painting forever. So I just wanted to make it easier so that people can create any beautiful skin tone. If you really want to get into skin tones, you can even add the colour sticks to add different undertones, so golden undertones, olive undertones, grey undertones, in your mixing all your beautiful skin colours, because diversity is beautiful. So I'm going to add a little bit of, I love Carrie Bradshaw's Hot Pink Cheeks from Sex and the City, so I love to go really, and I have pink cheeks myself, so I'm going to add a little bit more colour. So I'm really just adding the blush like I would if I was doing my makeup. I'm also working upside down and hoping that this is going in the right spot. So we've got, under all of these I've got paint, but you can also just apply the pastel straight to the paper as well. Again, just using one of the blending tools. The other blending tool that I forgot to show you was the Murmalicious brushes. So these are inspired, of course, by makeup brushes, and if I had a brush as a hand, it would look like this, a mermaid with a little extension. This is what this feels like to me. It's got this scalloped edge. You can do your pastels with it. I also use this as a dusting brush to keep my artwork clean. If I've had erasing or pastel everywhere, I can use it for that. You can also use it to paint, to gesso, to do collaging. I love using this particular one for watercolour as well. but they are made for the pastels. That's where they really sing. And it's a very, very subtle way of adding colour. So I'm going to add a little bit of a yellow glow over the top of this. So this is how I use them. But if you do card making or scrapbooking or other types of mixed media, you just love colour, then this is just another lovely tool that you can use to add colour to your artwork. Oh, that's so pretty just there. Okay. You can also use these to shape the pastel that you've applied. Just by rubbing over it, and again, it's just like adding makeup to your paper. You've got that shorthand. We know kind of where blush goes, so we can just add it to the face. So I love doing this. What am I going to show you next? Let's do lips. Let's do lips next. So I'm going to show you the velvet pastels. So this is how I've got this beautiful, soft, almost dimensional effect, is with these beautiful creatures. So these are the velvet pastels. There's 9 of them altogether. There's lots of different colours, but I've done lots of warm colours as well because they're so nice to create lips with. Usually I put down the lighter colour first, and I call this, it's sort of a Korean beauty technique that's very, very trendy at the moment. So you put down the lighter lip tone first. So that's what I've got here. So you just dab it on like a lipstick and tap it out with the finger. I'm just going to quickly clean my hand, just so I've got a clean hand to do this with. So these are all skin safe. And then I'm going to put this darker colour in the middle and tap that out. I could even actually put a darker colour on. I think she's going to have a little bit of a darker one. I could let this dry a little in between.
That one has
See how soft that is? So this is a pigment in a gel formula. It kind of goes down like an acrylic and it will dry permanent like an acrylic paint. I can leave it like this and it will dry out, or I can just spread it out with my finger. Oh, look how pretty that is. So a little bit goes a long way just for making a background more complex and beautiful. I think I might add a little bit to this girl here and her background. So I can do all of this. Oh, and her lips the same, look so pretty. I can add a little bit of my Storytime paint pen, just as a little bit of a highlight on there. Add this in the eyes a little too, because the more sparkles I add to the eyes, the more in love she is. We know that from Disney films. So I'm just going to pop those away for a second. I love all my storage that I have all around me. Right. So that's the same way I've done these lips. Another favourite white tool that I have, along with the paint pen, so this is a colour called Snow White. This is Spark. Can I have a baby white, please, Robert?
Surely, Renee.
This is Spark, and it's in a thing called a drama stick. So it's in an airtight, thank you, that little lid always pops like that. I love the sound.
In class, it was like popcorn.
Yeah. When lots of people pop, pop, pop. But it needs that nice little tight lid just so that it doesn't dry out. It's like a really soft oil pastel. There's 2 different sets. I love tins. So pretty tins are always a big part of my collection. It comes with a little pencil sharpener. This comes out and it's a little collectible tin you can put your pencils in and all of your other nice supplies. But this is this beautiful white, look, this is my canvas. I apologise to my mother, she would be very unimpressed. But I just wanted to show you how lovely and soft this pencil is. An old pencil won't do that. And I'm going to just add a little bit of this white onto my artwork here, onto the little cheekbones. And the beautiful thing about drama sticks is they will sit up on just about everything. They've got a nice soft, sort of like a rough, painterly edge. So they just have this lovely artistic feeling. You need to be gentle with them. And then you can rub them out. They're smooth, like so. I'm having too much fun. and I need to show you the next thing. Oh, I think she needs a bit of highlight here. So I can just get a really lovely effect with ease and just, yes, with ease. We love art with ease because I don't know about you, but I like to create and I like to feel free and unencumbered as I create. So, because there's enough going on in life, I don't want my art to be difficult as well. So, there are so many things here. Did I show you these with the little mermaid tail inside? These are more of the pastels. So this set here, this is shimmering as well. So these have a mica shimmery quality to them. They're a baked pastel. So they're like a gorgeous highlighter. So I might give her a little bit of highlight. And on black paper, they look completely different again. You'll see the colour, but on here I'll need to move the paper for you so you can see that there's a glimmering highlight. I can add a little bit to her lips as well. And the reason I love a little bit of shimmer in my journals is when you turn the page, you get a little bit of ooh la la happening. This is Fishko-Tech with the little mermaid tail imprinted in the pastel, and this is Make a Splash. This has a silver, this is silver, this has a gold. So it's a warm and a cool set, and these are another set of shimmering pastels. I always have these in my pencil case, they weigh nothing. And a little batten blender, and I've got all of these gorgeous powdery soft pastel colours that I can take with me, and pastels are just now that I've made them transportable, I'm very happy about pastels. Only because it's sitting right here next to me and I feel like using it. This is one of the re-inkers for my squid ink sets, and it's just the most gorgeous iridescent gold. And for some reason I just feel like playing with it. I'll just show you what the squid ink looks like. It's this shape. So I've done it in skin tones. They're stackable, they've got labels on the outside, because I actually use these things and I want everything to be easy for me to use, as well as for everyone else. But how cute is this? So it's ergonomic in the hand, it's waterproof, alcohol mark proof, everything proof. Just a gorgeous thing, and the metallics have re-inkers, and she has to have metallic dots in her hair. That's just what is happening. Because she has metallic dots in her hair, now she has to have metallic eyeliner. This is the Ultimate Pen. It's a micro-infused sheer gold waterproof ink. It is inspired by liquid eyeliner, and I'm going to give her a little bit of ooh la la, some shimmer. So when you move, you get this beautiful shimmering effect. It's just pretty. So that's Golden Age. This is Silver Screen. I'm going to add a little bit of this to her lips. So she's got a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of highlight there on her lips. And I'm going to do something dramatic on here. I've got colour sticks. So these colour sticks are a very, very pigmented, they feel like a lipstick when you use them. So which colour am I going to use? I think I'm going to go with this one. This is a colour called Pucker Up, and like I said, it is really like drawing with a lipstick, and I'm just going to take it around this edge and give her a bold edge. Ooh, I love it. Okay, so I can either just leave it like that, or I can smudge it. So I love variety, so I'm going to smudge some of it, leave some of it. Oh, look at that. This is fun. It really is so nice to smudge out on paint. Yum. But I can also add water to it, and it's water soluble. So just make sure there's no gift. There is a gift there. The gift is just when I've left a bit of extra paint on the other side. But this is also water soluble, so I can change the effect up here as well. And the water solubility will depend on the surface. So if I'm on an acrylic, then that will completely melt out. If I'm on a watercolour paper, it will stay, and I'll still be able to see the lines. Part of being an artist and being creative is experimenting and finding all the fun things that you do with your tools. The way I use my tools is going to be a little bit different to the way you use them. I've got a Facebook group that it's got it's a big, beautiful Facebook group, Jane Davenport Mixed Media, and that is where people can share their art supplies and or how you're creating with my art supplies with me. And I love seeing what people do. On the display here, we've got artwork created by people from that group, and I get so much inspiration from the way people use my art supplies. I just love seeing people being creative, because I know how much happiness art and art supplies bring me, and I really do want that joy for everyone in the whole world. And why can't we have art supplies that are as beautiful as the art we want to create? I hope you have fun, and I will see you in another video.